So we're here today with Josh in the rear-wheel drive Civic, and right now we're doing some dismantle work on the rear end that we chewed the ring gear on. So right now we're just doing some teardown. We'll do some parts and pieces here and there and keep you guys cued in on what we're doing, but we're gonna go ahead and install a new ring and pinion on this thing. We're going from a 456 to a 410. So mile per hour should increase. We should get that quarter mile time we want. So yes, we'll be here for a few hours. Okay, well, we got it all disassembled. Josh is doing a little bit of cleaning right now, so we can kind of get all the little parts and pieces you can see down there out of the box, so that way we can get it freshened up and start stuffing in some new gears, bearings, and seals. Okay, so we got the old bearings off. We got new bearings in on the ring gear and the spool. So we're gonna go ahead and install the new ring gear. I had to send Josh out for one bearing. We were one bearing shy of a complete kit. One of the pinion bearings was the wrong size, so we went to O'Reilly's, got a new bearing. We're gonna go ahead and install the ring gear to the spool, and once Josh gets back, we'll start setting the pinion. Okay, so we got some new bolts for the ring gear. We're gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of Loctite to each one, so we know those babies stay on there nice and tight and stay there. So just a little dab will do on each one. That's the recommended blue Loctite. And down to the last of the nitty-gritty. We're gonna go ahead and just hand feed the bolts in. Ring gear, which is 410 ratio. We were a 456 before, so should have a lot better trap speed and be able to do that full quarter mile pass with this car. Where before on that 456, Josh was pretty much limited at the 8th mile. The car couldn't really make any more mile per hour because he was topped out on gear ratio. So this should help on both ends, 60-foot hand on the quarter, and hopefully keep that front end down and maybe even keep the car from being so squirrely in the big end. So now that we got these all hand run in, we'll torque them to spec in a star pattern. Alright guys, so we got that ring gear put together, full spool. We got new bearings going on it. Right now we're setting up the pinion. So got that set up. We got a true solid crush, so we're not going with your traditional crush. and a solid crush with the shim. So should have that set up right. Got new seal and bearing in there. So we'll go ahead and get that together and check the lash on that pinion and the depth. And once we know that's good, we'll go ahead and start setting the ring gear and checking the lash on that too. So we'll go ahead and start putting that together right now. We got it all cleaned up, ready to go. Got a little bit of a gash from some scatter from the old gears, but we're pretty much ready to put this thing together. Okay, so we got the last pinion race in. So we're gonna go ahead and get that pinion installed and set some drag on that baby. Hopefully she's good to go. Okay, so we got that pinion gear in there and we got the drag set on it. We got it right about 5.5 foot-pounds, so you can see it rotate. We got just about 5.3, 5.5, so you got some good drag on there. So that pinion gear set, ready to go. Okay, so we got this thing set up. Got a good wipe on that gear, so that paint smushed right in the middle of that thing. So we're looking good on our wipe. We're looking good on our backlash. So we are set to go. We're gonna get a couple more things put in, get the axles put back in the tubes, get control arms back on, get the wheels back on. Josh can load this thing up tomorrow, take it home, and then all we got left to do is swap the block out. She's ready to roll. Yep. Ready to roll. Look at dude smiling. All right, so we pretty much got it all together. Got the wheels and tires back on. Got the control arms back in it. Just gonna throw some paint on that cover, let it dry, put some glue on it, get that thing back together. So Josh can load this thing up, take it home, get it back installed. We're gonna bring the car back here and set it up on the alignment rack so we get the pinion angle perfect, get the steering set up a little bit better, and hopefully make that car go straight with 8s.
Faster.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. We'll keep you posted. All right, so the axle is on its journey home, ready to go back in the GunMetal Civic. We're gonna get this baby loaded up and get her back in the car.
Yeah.
She can go home. We just gotta change the engine and do some testing with this thing, do some bolt checks, make sure everything's good to go, and we'll be back on the track in no time. So next time you see us, it'll be burning tires. All right, on the trailer she goes. Back home to go home. 1, 2, 3, go! And she's loaded, so back in the car she goes. And like I said, next time you see us, hopefully we're burning tires and lighting the fires. Get this car back up and running again. So we got that new gear ratio in there. Everything's sealed up, ready to go. We just gotta install it. We'll bring it back down and do some alignment adjustments, do some pinion angle adjustments, and get this thing ready to rock again. So hopefully next time you see us, it's on an 8-second pass.